Hi there, my name is John Stevens. I'm pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we are part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary texts and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree or the junk drawer or the kids' room or the garage. You know how we do it. And I am so thankful for your partnership in this ministry. Thank you for taking a little bit of your time this week and spending it with me in this way. So we're looking at the 23rd Sunday after Pentecost. We're at that end of the year, of the end of this church year, that I'm like, what Sunday are we in? We're in the 57th Sunday after Pentecost. Anyway, we're getting close to the end. We are almost there, and we are looking at the gospel lesson and the second reading. And the second reading, there's do not get weary about doing what is right. This idea of being weary and tired and pushing on. And you know, the last couple of years has been very tiring. I feel it, and I know you feel it, and I know our kids feel it. And so one of the springboards is using an item from my office, and that is a quilt that was made for me years ago by church quilters in a congregation I served, and I still have it. And on one of those rainy days, and sitting there in my home office, I'll wrap myself in that quilt, to stay warm. But I think there's something greater about that, and that is wrapping ourselves around with a symbol of love. I mean, because the quilt that was made, the hands that went into it are loving and caring. And our call as people of God to wrap our arms and wrap our love around our neighbors is it's right. And sometimes it can get tiring to do, and we're still called to do it. And we have the example in Jesus Christ who wraps God's arms around us. So there's that. That's one springboard. The other is, this is scary texts. These are scary things. I read this and I'm like, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little scared. I don't know what's going on. And so we can talk about being scared. What are some of the things that scare you? A rubber snake would just cause my son, my brother, and my dad to just lose it. That's terrifying for them. What are other things that are terrifying? When a loved one gets sick, when we're struggling in school, when the fill in the blanks. I mean, the things that terrify us, that get scaring us. And this image that in all of this, Christ walks with us, and again, that image of God holding us in the love and because of the love of Christ, and wrapping God's arms around us. I think of, and I've mentioned this in a previous one, whenever I'm thinking about being scared, I think of a VeggieTales song, which is God is bigger than the boogeyman. And if you know the song, you already have it running through your head. You can look it up on YouTube, but it's a great image of when we are afraid to be reminded that our God is bigger than that which scares us. And so those are the springboards that I'm going with. I think the blanket, the thing that brings you comfort, can also be worked both for the second reading and for the gospel lesson. That when we are scared, when we are frightened. I'm thinking also just another springboard, but it has to do with a blanket, but a weighted blanket, that how that can bring comfort and peace, and when anxiety is just taking over. Could talk about the ways that we handle anxiety. 5 things I can touch, 4 things I can hear, 3 things I can see, 2 things. Those items where it gives us something to hold on to, and that in all of that, our God comes to us, and our God gives us those things. So springboards upon springboards for your own children's sermon. And thank you so much for being here. Thanks for your partnership in this ministry. Thank you for the love that you share with your congregation, with your kids, and you're rocking it. And thank you. And I can't say that enough. Thank you for the work that you're doing. All right. Peace, and we will see you next week.